All right, we've got the Heisman Trophy ceremony that is coming up this weekend.
This Saturday night. I forget all about it.
And Coach Weeks wanted to know who was going to win, so he sent me down here on a very special mission. He wanted you to pick because whatever you picked, he knew that would be wrong, and so we would narrow down that field a little bit. He said that you're going to pick Bo Nix because of his history at Auburn and the fact that he moved on. Now, I know the analysts have been talking Bo Nix forever.
Yeah.
But Oregon's out. And so traditionally, if your team doesn't do as well, you're out. Also, Jaden with LSU.
Daniels.
I think they're out. But he's out because LSU didn't pan out. So
I don't know,
Coach Weeks thinks
quarterback.
Coach Weeks thinks that the Washington kid might end up being the one who wins the Heisman. Who do you think will be the Heisman winner this weekend?
Who do I think or who do I want?
Who do you think is going to win it?
Think is going to win it?
Actually predict it.
I think it's going to be the wide receiver from Ohio State, Marvin Harrison Jr. But
who also didn't make the
But
playoffs.
who I want is not going to win it. Who I think is going to win it.
Who do you want?
I want Jaden Daniels to win it from LSU because that guy runs like a deer.
Okay. But you think Ohio, look at the camera and tell everybody who you think's going to win it.
Tell everybody out there.
Everybody out there.
I think that probably either the Washington quarterback is going to win it or the Ohio State wide receiver is going to win it, but I want Jaden Daniels to win it.
But he thinks Ohio. You said Ohio.
Ohio State, the wide receiver.
I think the Washington kid will probably end up taking it. But we just want you on the record. Now, Coach also wanted us while we were down here to find out who of the final four teams, who the two teams were going to be head to head for the finals, because he wanted you to go ahead and narrow that one down too, so he would know exactly who was not going to win, because you've done a terrible job this season of picking the winners and losers. Who is going to be the last two teams standing for the national championship? Bree, get in close to his face.
Texas, and probably, as much as it pains me to say this, Alabama.
You want to say it louder for everybody in the back?
Alabama. That state between Mississippi and Georgia, south of Tennessee.
Yes. So it looks like it might be Michigan and Washington, Bree. We'll see. That's part of the fun of all of it. Now, the Georgia head with Florida State. What do you think that? Because that one's
Georgia by 2 touchdowns probably. Because even though the Beck kid is a decent quarterback, the one that played at Lausanne for not Beck, whatever his name is, that played at Lausanne for Florida State. He's decent, but I mean, if Georgia, because you're off, you have more practices, you've got time off. Okay, so if they can get Brock healthy, and then get the other tight end healthy, Georgia by 2 touchdowns. Easy.
Well, Florida's mad, but Georgia's ticked.
I saw where the governor of Florida wants to sue.
Yes,
go ahead,
whatever.
And they're calling for an investigation between the SEC and ESPN.
It's not going to matter.
Text messages.
It's written in the bylaws.
To get Alabama in there. I know.
It's written in the bylaws that the injuries can be taken into account, and so. But anyway, that is going to be the game. You think Georgia will win by 2 touchdowns?
Oh yeah, easy.